Following a few weeks of our friendship, I realized she liked me, which, as soon as I found out, first thing I did was put my foot down and said, "Yo Evelyn, as your friend, I'm genuinely sorry for not being more strict about this sooner. As you know, I'm not comfortable with our relationship right now. You're 16 and I'm 19, and I'm not comfortable with the fact that you're actively seeking a relationship with me."
10 seconds later.
So under pressure, I folded and admitted I have feelings too.
Like, ooh, bad bitch, I'm a hype man. Cause I like bitches on my dick and I like price tags. I couldn't care about a lame unless it about my bag. And I ain't hitting the phone, but bitch, I will write back. Ay, ay.
So under pressure, I folded and admitted I have feelings too.
Man, you use that word pressure pretty liberally, because I don't see the pressure you are under right here in this image, or in this image, or in this one, or even this one. All instances of you showing your affection and love for this 16-year-old. But who is he anyway? This is Mellowtune. Mellowtune 4 months ago was accused in a big document of grooming by his ex-best friend, Evelyn. The age gap was 16 and 19, something that Mellowtune, who used to be known as Reylikestofu, admits multiple times throughout these conversations is a illegal age gap that is weird and wrong. But that doesn't seem to stop him anyway. Reylikestofu / Mellowtune came out with a response to that entire document, and for some reason it went over extremely well with his audience. Mainly because he cherry-picked evidence, completely ignored most of the context, and at times just blatantly lied. So I was asked by a supporter of mine to take a look at all of this and expose him to the Minecraft community for what he truly is. So I did.
Which, as soon as I found out, first thing I did was put my foot down and said, "Yo Evelyn, as your friend, I'm genuinely sorry for not being more strict about this sooner. I feel like I've not been doing a good job at emphasizing this, but as you know, I'm not comfortable with our relationship right now. You're 16 and I'm 19, and I'm not comfortable with the fact that you're actively seeking a relationship with me. It's illegal and it could put both of our futures at risk. I'm more than happy to be there for you whenever you're going through a hard time, as I deeply sympathize with what you've been put through, and I deeply value our friendship, but I do not want that to be taken in a romantic light. Please focus more on yourself and consider taking a break from socials. I hope this doesn't hurt our friendship, and if you need time to gather your thoughts, I'll understand."
Well, shucks, I guess there's no point in me doing this video. He put his foot down quite clearly. And he said it was the first thing he did when he found out that the 16-year-old had unwarranted feelings for him. Alas, unfortunately, a whole, let me check the clock, 12 hours before you sent that message, you admitted that if the age gap was not a problem, you would have asked out the 16-year-old. So before you put your foot down, you were talking about how you would have asked her out and that you liked her. A little bit damaging to your case. Why didn't you show this screenshot? Wouldn't have fit the narrative, would it?
But you know what I don't understand? Is how she claims to be the victim, while she's the one who constantly failed to respect these boundaries.
Yes, the 16-year-old who you repeatedly call mentally ill failed to respect the boundary you put in place. As a grown-ass adult, I expect you to enforce that boundary, but no. Now, something you're going to learn about Mellow / Ray, very quickly in fact, is the fact that he loves to play the victim. So I'm gonna get out of the way all the clips of him trying to get you to feel sorry for him, such as the fact that he thought they were friends.
At the time, I was naive to think our friendship meant something to both of us.
Or the fact that this happened on his birthday.
Because she posted this doc on my birthday.
Or the fact that this birthday was the first time anyone at all was going to throw a party for him.
For once, someone actually remembered about it, and that close friend of mine was organizing this big event 1 month in advance, right? Which no one has ever done for me before, not even my own parents. And of course, she had to crash it and make sure it never happened.
Or the fact that he was thinking about committing suicide.
Thanks to these false allegations, I spent most of that day feeling like I want to throw up, wondering if I should just commit.
Am I the only guy that thinks this dude is extremely punchable? She released it on my birthday. Go apply to be an anime VA, bro. No one wants you here. But now that we have his biggest moments of self-victimization out of the way, let us continue. Let us.
So under pressure, I folded and admitted I have feelings too, but in my message I also said that we will still never be together no matter what.
Hey Ray, you've been showing screenshots this entire video of hundreds of thousands of things. Why aren't you showing the screenshot where you said that you liked her back? Oh well, I have it right here. Let's read it, shall we? Adalia, I've read this message over 30 times. I'm sorry, but I don't think we can be friends anymore. Let me explain. I couldn't imagine a world where I would lose feelings for someone like you. How am I supposed to when your entire personality is my entire love language? Ever since leaving that call, every time I would hear a notification, I would secretly hope it was from you. I hated myself for loving you, but everything about you, from the way you were so affectionate to the way you made my day better just by staying on call with me, made me wish you were mine forever. For someone named Forevelyn, I wanted nothing more than to never let you fall ever again. However, I shouldn't feel this way for someone who is 3 years younger than me. Hence, I am sure you understand why I'm trying so hard to move on. Let me make this clear. I don't want to keep you waiting for 2 years. Please don't do that to yourself. Still, I really, truly love you more. Good night. Did you like my impression? Firstly, Guna, what the fuck is this? This isn't under the pressure you fell in love with her. This is you literally going, if you keep talking to me, I have no choice but to be in love with you because I am so hopelessly out of control of my own emotions. So please, stop hitting on me because you being a child is not enough to put my dick away.
But nevertheless, immediately after this incident, I would encourage her to fix things with her ex, so she would stop pursuing a relationship with me.
Oh, what a good guy. Go back to your ex so I don't groom you, please. But regardless, even that sad excuse is still only a half-truth. Yes, you did encourage her to get back with her ex, but are we gonna talk about who made her break up with her ex? This is a message from you when Forevelyn was trying to go back to her ex. If God genuinely picks the prettiest flower first, then I'm surprised you're still alive. Because I couldn't think of a person more amazing than you. So please stop crying over this bum and cheer up, bro. Times will never go back to how they were, and all you experienced is long gone. You're trying to pour your soul into a relationship that's already over, and none of it will ever be the same, even if you get back together. Do yourself a favor for once and stop clinging on to past memories in which you were happy, instead of making new ones with someone else who will see you for what he didn't. Yeah, so what was that? Oh, I was encouraging her to get back with her ex.
In this doc, she didn't want me to see she lied about there being explicit conversations, but the closest it came to that was her flirting with me on a daily basis, which, unlike her, I actually have records of.
Only 4 days after you made that message where you admitted that you liked her and talked about how you can't be friends anymore, you two had a 5-hour Discord call, which wouldn't be that suspicious if you didn't immediately follow it up with crazy coincidence and then a screenshot of a song playing called Cigarettes After Sex. Why would you say crazy coincidence about something related to sex after a 5-hour Discord call that supposedly nothing sexual happened inside of? Evelyn said you only were sexual during Discord calls, that's why she didn't have evidence of it, and you just outright deny it, but I think this is almost hard proof. This is super fucking weird. What happened in that call? You can't tell me what happened in that call was not related to sex, considering you said crazy coincidence, cigarettes after sex, after a 5-hour Discord call. What's the coincidence about? And this isn't even mentioning the fact that literally one message after that, you say goodnight, I love you. How do you have a message so bad that you saying you love the child is not the worst part of it?
And don't get me started on the explicit allegations, because there isn't a single shred of evidence. Also, just to clarify, her entire doc is named Trigger Warning, Grooming. But last time I checked, I rejected her. I told her not to wait until she's 18.
On a technicality, he's correct here. He did say, let me make this clear, I don't want to keep you waiting for 2 years. But if anything, it's a manipulative and guilt-tripping way to say that. You're putting the idea of waiting 2 years till it's legal into her head in the first place. And you know it. Because later on, and there's always a later on with you, this conversation happens. You're genuinely the most affectionate and loyal person I've ever met, bro. Please just go and find someone who reciprocates those feelings, and I promise you, you'll be 10 times happier. And then Forevelyn, for the first time ever, mentions the concept of waiting until she is older. No, I'm waiting. That's the first time Forevelyn mentioned it. And this is in October. You first told her not to wait in July. You didn't say, I'm not waiting for you to turn 18. I'm not doing this. We're not having this conversation. You said, please don't make yourself wait until you turn 18. Putting the burden of that onto her instead of any of the responsibility of her waiting onto you. You are a grown adult. You replied to her saying, no, I'm waiting with, I'm tired of keeping people waiting. Now you're guilt tripping her. Now she feels guilty about the fact that she's waiting. That is not you saying don't wait. And by the way, only 3 hours after you said, I'm tired of keeping people waiting, you said, I'm already head over heels again for you, bro. I genuinely can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be labeled as a pedophile for having a crush on my best friend. This is in October. This is months after you first put your foot down. You're admitting you still have a crush on the child. Plenty of sexual shit has happened in the middle that you deny, and you're not even telling her to not keep waiting. You're just telling her that you're tired of keeping people waiting. That is ridiculous.
As for other things she's lied about was the age gap between me and my former partner from 3 years ago, which she said it was 14 and 17. That's in fact not true. And second of all, this was all when I was 16, 3 years ago.
Now, you don't dispute that your partner's age was 14, but you dispute the fact that you were 17. You say you were in fact 16. This is true. True by the fucking skin of your hairy chin-chin. Judging by the fact that Malevolent dropped the files on your birthday, that would place your birthday on February 27th. The conversations she shows with you and your ex take place on like January 19th. You were barely a month away from being 17. So I don't blame Malevolent for getting that wrong. However, at the same time, what are the chances that you did continue the relationship into you being 17 and her being 14? Especially when you were sending her cringy ass fucking messages like this. What, supposedly 1 month before you turned 17? You could prove me wrong, but I just don't buy it.
The main thing people were creeped up about was the claim that I had a reminder set for her birthday, and unfortunately that's true. But in case you don't know this about me, I have a reminder for everyone's birthday. And by everyone, I mean literally everyone.
That would be a great rebuttal if that's what she accused you of. She actually said that you have her 18th birthday in your calendar and that you called her mature for her age. Number one, fine man, yeah sure, have everyone's birthday set to a reminder. But why did you have her 18th birthday scheduled? That's 2 birthdays away. Do you have everyone's birthday scheduled for decades later? You're a fucking weirdo. And with that, I would like to thank you for watching. Guys, let's band together, share this video, get him off of YouTube, get him out of the community. He's trying to come back to Minecraft. Don't let it happen. We need to correct the record on this. I can't believe he managed to get away with it. His response was literally asshole. All people had to do was go read her document for yourself, but they decided not to. And her document is a little bit all over the place. So down below in the description will be her document, his reply video, his secret reply video, and my document. My document, which my wonderful girlfriend helped me construct, is a timeline of all the important screenshots that are going on here, exposing the exact timeline of their relationship. Or, sorry, they weren't dating, it was just like a friends with benefits thing. But yeah, there you go. Just because you're bigger than me, I'm not gonna let you get away with this. Good luck fighting this one.